Winter on the shores of Lake Erie can be cruel, unforgiving, bleak. Waiting for winter to thaw is the ultimate test of one's patience. As quiet as it is frigid, standing in direct contrast to the fever pitch of fall.
Right field, it's deep, it is on the pole! Book it!
The boys of summer return to defend their back-to-back Central Division titles while looking for their second three-peat in the last 10 years. Jose Ramirez will once again lead the charge for Cleveland, beginning his 13th Major League season with a new contract that all but ensures he will retire as a Guardian.
He's out of room, it's out of here! Mr. Inevitable delivers again!
Not only has Jose become the face of the franchise, he's become the very definition of guards ball, an unrelenting, aggressive style of play, combining heart and hustle, uniting a team and a city. The Guardians are indeed a reflection of their fans, a blend of unique personalities from a wide array of nationalities and creeds, forged together by one common goal.
The goal this year is to finish the job.
Win every moment. We have what it takes. We have the ingredients. We have the pieces. We have to put in the work, and we're going to put in the work, and we're going to do it together. And we're here to win a World Series.
And we are just about ready for today's first pitch. As the crowd has settled into their seats, almost everybody is inside the park, believe it or not. That's pretty impressive because they were lined up, backed up at the gates. The umpires taking their positions on the field. I mean, what a day. This is absolutely spectacular. We often wonder, will it snow on opening day? Will it be rained down? Just how cold will it be? And it's 70 degrees, just perfect.
I remember you guys came out to Arizona thinking, boy, we needed some warm weather.
Yeah,
we
right.
never anticipated it being like this here in Cleveland on opening day, but it is simply beautiful.
Speaking of beautiful, downstairs to our buddy Andre Dotz.
I know you're not talking about me, but Happy New Year, happy opening day to everybody. Jose, a few months ago, you were able to tell the world that this is your home. How exciting is it that you know that this is going to be your home for the rest of your career, and we're here for another opening day?
Se siente saber que esta va a ser tu casa para siempre y estar en otro opening day. Contento de estar de vuelta aquí en casa con la fanaticada, la emoción y eso. Es algo súper contento que estoy con eso. Very happy to be here, but happy to be home, especially playing in front of the home crowd.
We appreciate the time, and you got some more numbers to conquer. You ready to get past all these numbers?
¿Estás listo para conquistar los récords que te hace falta romper? Eso es lo que con Dios mediante estoy atrás de eso, pero la meta principal es ganar la Serie Mundial. God willing, we're going to chase those records, but the real goal is to win the World Series.
Absolutely. Jose, we appreciate it. Go do work, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Andre, and thanks to Jose. The real goal is to win the World Series.
That's the bottom line. Absolutely. That's what you look for.
Cubs come in 3 wins, 3 losses after splitting 6 games at home. And the Guardians, they went 4-3 on that 7-game West Coast road trip to Seattle and Los Angeles.
Well, Joey Cantillo will be the starting pitcher today, making his second start, first one coming in Seattle, where he could only go 3 2/3 innings. But he gave up 4 hits, a couple runs, didn't really have a command through a lot of pitches to a lot of hitters. But he's going out there tonight, pitched last July 3rd against the same pitcher he's facing today, Cade Horton, and they both pitched a really good ball game in that one. But Chicago ended up winning it 1-0 in extra innings.
Let's take a look at Craig Counsell's starting lineup for the Chicago Cubs. Nico Horner will lead it off, followed by newcomer Alex Bregman. Ian Happ will bat third. He's a switch hitter. Carson Kelly hitting cleanup. Then Michael Busch, power hitter in the 5-hole. Dansby Swanson, the shortstop, will bat sixth. Then Matt Shaw in right. Pete Crow Armstrong, the center fielder, down on the 8-hole. And Miguel Amaya will DH and bat ninth.
And defensively for Cleveland, they've only made one error in their first 7 games. It's Kwan in left field. Schneemann gets the start in center. Martinez over and right. On the infield, the left side of it will be Ramirez and Arias. On the right side will be Rocchio and Manzardo. And Bo Naylor is behind the plate.
Dan Merzell will call the balls and strikes this afternoon. The crew chief, Dan Bellino, is down at first base. Mark Ripperger is your second base umpire. And Shane Livensparger over at third. Joey Cantillo, he's ready to roll. And the first pitch is hit on the ground to short. Gabriel Arias throws it out. One pitch, one out.
Well, I like that. You get one pitch, one out. In his last start in Seattle, Matt, he didn't have his best pitch, the changeup. He had a very good curveball, and he was spotting that slider that was pretty good, but that changeup wasn't there. Hopefully he's got it today. It's a much better conditions to have it. Much warmer.
Now here is Alex Bregman, the longtime Houston Astro. Went to Boston, and then a big offseason free agent contract with the Chicago Cubs. In some regards, you might say it ended up being a bargain for the Cubs.
Oh yeah,
because they got Bregman for 5 years at $175 million. Kyle Tucker went to the Dodgers in a free agent defection. That was 4 years, $240 million.
Yeah, a little different.
And boys, you know why the Cubs feel that they may have done better? Because they feel like the guy at the plate is more of a leader. Nothing against Tucker, but they felt like he was kind of insulated to himself. They feel like Bregman can lead. Wow. Can lead their clubhouse a little better than the guy they had last year. So we shall see how that works out.
Yeah, they seemed to like him in Boston for the year he was there.
Yes.
You know, and I'm sure he builds on that reputation.
And remember, I told you last year, he also knows just enough Spanish that a lot of the Spanish-speaking players love having him on the team as well.
Pulled foul. Alex Cora, his manager in Boston, really said that it was great having Bregman because, quote, he challenges everybody. And he said, I think he's one of the big reasons why we, meaning Boston, had a good year last season. Now the 2-2, down and in. We often talk about leadership, and is it tangible? Is it overrated? The one thing about leadership, though, is it's not the most popular guy. Sometimes you have to challenge your teammates. Swing and a miss, and Joey Cantillo with a beautiful changeup had Bregman fooled.
Yeah, that one looked very well coming out of his hand. Watch him, you can see it, and it just seems like it never gets there, and you'll see a lot of the right-handers way out in front of it. If he can maintain that pitch throughout today's game, it's going to be a fun day to watch.
Now Ian Happ. Happ, the switch hitter. He spent 2016 climbing the ladders in the Cubs minor league system and never got to the big leagues. He debuted in 2017. That is slicing down the right field line and out of play. And so the only player on the field remaining from that 2016 World Series between Cleveland and Chicago is Jose Ramirez. Ian Happ missed it by just a little bit. But it is crazy sometimes when you think about, man, in 10 years how much things turn over.
Yeah, they turn over quickly. It seems like a lot more now than what it used to be like.
Two-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. Joey Cantillo goes up the ladder and blows it by him. Back-to-back Ks for the left-hander. Cubs go in order. The Guardians are coming to bat. The Guardians starting lineup presented by Progressive. Looks like this. Stephen Kwan leading it off. Chase DeLauder will DH and bat second, and Jose Ramirez bats third. Kyle Manzardo, Bo Naylor, and Angel Martinez in the middle. Daniel Schneemann, Gabriel Arias, and Brian Rocchio batting ninth. 8 left-handed bats in there against the right-hander Cade Horton. We've got some raindrops falling at the moment. The rain is literally right on the edge of the ballpark. If you go beyond the first base side of Progressive Field, that's where the rain is. Anything towards the outfield and not over the lake, we've got some blue skies, so we don't believe this is going to delay the game, but it might be a little damp off and on here early. Stephen Kwan, 7 out of 27 to start the year.
Cade Horton had a wonderful rookie year last year. He's not overpowering. Here's another guy that has an excellent changeup as well. Opponents hit 103 off that last year. There it is right there. He made one start, came against Washington, where he went 6 1/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, struck out 4, walked 1 and gave up a homer.
In the air to left field, back goes Ian Happ, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. And that will bring up Chase DeLauder. DeLauder off to an incredible start. 4 homers. 5 runs batted in. He's reached in 5 of the 6 games he's played. He sat out the series finale against the Dodgers just 1 day after he fouled a ball off of his left ankle in his first at bat the previous night and came out of the game. By the mound, Nico Horner will throw him out 2 away.
For the Guardians, batting third, the third baseman, number 11, Jose.
And now Jose Ramirez. Fastball is up high. Near the line, moving over Travis Shaw, and makes the catch in foul ground, and the Guardians go 1-2-3. No score after 1 in Cleveland.
Try our full Magnifico lineup at Marco's.
Guardians TV presented by Progressive. Second inning, no score. It'll be 4-5 and 6-2 up for Chicago. Carson Kelly, the catcher, will lead it off.
Carson Kelly's not your usual cleanup hitter, but after their first few games, Craig Counsell changed the lineup their last game, Matt. Put Kelly in the cleanup spot.
Up the middle and through.
Oh boy, there's a CNI single.
They're swinging early.
Well, you know, the Cubs, though, through the first 3 innings, they've scored more runs than anybody, 17 runs. They seem to get on the board early. It's total opposite for the Guardians.
Well, they try to play like we used to play. You get ahead early and kind of let the bullpen take advantage. But they moved Crow Armstrong down to the 8th spot, Arch, because
I saw that.
And he's been struggling a little bit, so they took him out of that cleanup spot to kind of give him a rhythm, hopefully, is what they're thinking is.
Well, you always you could use production down in the bottom part of the lineup, from between 7, 8, 9. It certainly helps the top part of the lineup if they're swinging the bats pretty well.
Run when you look at it that way.
Well, I thought it might have been because he's so aggressive that he'll help out a lot of pitchers and swing at a lot of pitches.
And Michael Busch was hitting leadoff. They moved him to the 5 hole, so they moved everyone around a little bit, try to get him going. But as you said, they've scored some runs, just not very many late.
Yeah, they were a big team on hitting breaking balls last year coming out of the chute, but they've gone the total opposite this year.
Two balls and a strike. And Busch yanks it foul. Michael Busch, 6th in the National League last year in slugging percentage, but that may be somewhat misleading. 18 of his 38 home runs last year would have gone out of only 7 or fewer ballparks, according to StatCast. So he hit some wall scrapers.
They all count.
Oh man, good pitch, but just missed inside. Full count. The spin must have had him fooled because it was almost too close to take, but it was up and in just a tad.
Oh yeah,
and it's close. Got him. Double play. Kyle Manzardo. He must have figured I can't get my foot there faster than I can tag it with my glove.
Well, right, he was closer to the bag, so it was a smart play to go down. You know he's going to dive to the back part of the bag. He gets the hand before he can get it in there. Nicely done. Good thinking. Instead of stepping on it, you were closer. He goes right back and tags him, and it just so happens he slid right into the glove. That helps.
Dansby Swanson yanks it foul left side. Swanson 2 for 17 to start the year. And that's going to slice out a play on the right side.
On to left field. This time he's serving it to right. Now he's down 0-2. Like to see Joey Cantillo, 14 of his 21 pitches have been for strikes early in the game, and nicely done.
Elevated the fastball and struck him out. 3 Ks for Joey Cantillo through the first 2 innings. Kyle Manzardo will lead it off for the Guards when we come back. Bet 365. Betting odds this afternoon, Kyle Manzardo. Manzo trying to get it rolling. 2 for 24 to start the year. And Cade Horton misses for ball 1.
I'd like to see him start getting a swing and try and shorten it up and stay to the big part of the ballpark. Middle of the field.
Just did catch the outside corner with the fastball. 2-1.
Sorry, you get in that count. You're looking for a fastball, but he might have been looking middle in to do something with it.
Now it's 3 balls on the strike. And that's low, ball 4. Keys to the game are brought to you by Toyota. You hope the electric atmosphere gets the juices flowing for the good guys. And Chase DeLauder in his regular season home debut made his big league debut last year in the postseason here at Progressive Field in a winner-take-all game or a winner-go-home game. So while it's a little bit different, you know, playoffs versus opening day, there is sort of the same craziness.
It's sold out. Yeah, you got it. Yes, people are looking and waiting for baseball to come home after the winter they've had here.
Bo Naylor takes a strike.
Something wrong. He called somebody out. He called the manager out. I thought I saw him. Did you see him with his hand down there waving and subtly tried to say something? I don't know what happened.
You know, we were in Arizona, and on the last spring start of the year for the Reds, the starting pitcher, his name escapes me, he left early with a blister issue.
Yes, left-hander.
Cade Horton, don't know what the issue is.
Take a look. Watch it. He's looking in the dugout right now, and now he's going to look at it. He's that right hand saying, "Come here." He's coming out.
Yeah,
he is coming out. He must have felt something. That is not good news for the Cubbies.
So Cade Horton will make an early exit after walking Kyle Manzardo. And after that last pitch to Bo Naylor, he is headed for the trainer's room. So we've got a timeout while Craig Counsell makes the Sarah Auto Park pitching change, and we'll tell you about the new Cubs pitcher whenever they decide who that is when we come back.
They'd be scrambling.
Depot and Echo dealers.
Well, back here at Progressive Field, where Kane Horton made an early exit. And I mean, it was such an early exit that the Cubs, I mean, they barely had anybody in the bullpen. And Colin Ray didn't even have a chance to get loose. He did a couple of stretching exercises real quick and then grabbed his glove. So he'll get all the time he needs to warm up, but he's got to warm up on the mound. This always takes me back to our good friend Dan Otero. And obviously that was a different situation because that was in the postseason of the American League Championship Series. But he had to come in and warm up in front of 50,000 people who were in full throat. And I think he said the first pitch went to the backstop, and he's like, oh, boy.
Yeah, well, you're right. I mean, when you got to come in, and it's pretty similar. I don't know. I forget how many hitters that Bauer was facing then, but he came in, and this guy was a surprise. I mean, it didn't look like he hurt anything, but something maybe could have been bothering him prior to. So he will get all the time. Colin Ray used to be a starter.
I mean, that's I guess if there's a silver lining for Craig Counsell, it's that he goes to the bullpen, and Colin Ray's a guy who has been a starter. 27 of his 32 appearances last year were as a starting pitcher, so it's not like he doesn't know how to go out and give you some length. That's what he's looking for.
Well, that's why he's in the bullpen. He's pitched in one game, and what has he had? 3 innings and 4 hits and a couple of runs in that one game he pitched. So he's went the last time. If he can give him 3 innings right now, I think he would take it.
Well, I mean, as you know, when you start a road trip and the first game of a series in particular, the last thing you want to do is have to burn through your entire bullpen because that just sets you up to, now we got to get on the phone with Iowa and see who's ready to come up from AAA because you might have to make some roster moves. So it's now paramount for Colin Ray to at least give them some length.
Yes, it is.
Now, what's the feeling like in the Guardians dugout? I mean, the guy left, the starter's out of the game, so are you kind of like blood in the water over there? Like, hey, let's get this guy?
Well, yeah, let's get down and get him, yes. Right now, left-handers often this year, 2 for 5. And they're solid left-handers, most of them, in that lineup. So, yeah, let's go. We're in their bullpen already, and it's the second inning.
Well, we're celebrating 125 years of Major League Baseball here in Cleveland. And more recent, how about 1994, the first ever game here at Progressive Field? On opening day, the president was here. Bill Clinton threw out the lefty, by the way, threw out the ceremonial first pitch. And then Randy Johnson was flirting with a no-hitter for a while. And then they got to him. And then late, it was Wayne Kirby walking it off, blading Eddie Murray with the winner. And certainly, you knew what was... looking back on it, you knew that was just the first of many walk-off wins.
Okay, 16 and 15 here at Progressive Field.
Colin Ray ready to go. Bo Naylor steps in. It's outside, ball 1. Missed outside. And now 3 balls and a strike. The count was 1-1 when Horton left. And that just did catch the top of the zone. Full count.
Yeah, that was a good pitcher's pitch right there. You get 3-1 and you get a pitch like that, you don't want to get after it because you have 1 to go. See if he can do it twice in a row. He did.
Double play ball. Right away. And Dansby Swanson.
That's a big double play ball right there. Came back down 3-1. Gets the ground ball double play.
So Angel Martinez coming up. Martinez, you may notice as he takes his spot in the batter's box, he's got a pad on that left knee, trying to keep it protected as best he can. He got hit in the same spot on that knee in back-to-back games. The first one was a blazing fastball from Shohei Ohtani.
It sure was.
And then the next day he got hit in the exact same spot
on a breaking pitch.
And Stephen Vogt really went out of his way to praise Martinez for his toughness and refusing to come out of the game.
That was the first one. Ohtani got him with a fastball, and he sat down for a while. But now when you get hit in the same spot the next day, it brought him to tears. But he hung in there. Yeah, I mean, he showed a lot of toughness.
It brought him to tears, but as I said during the game, he is not going to leave a game. He said it's going to take more than that to take him out.
Right.
He said yesterday, though, JD and the crew took care of him. He came in, got some extra support and help. But he said he's never had a pain like that in his whole baseball career, Arch.
Yeah, I can believe it. That was, it's something rare. I don't think you've ever seen that. We've seen guys maybe foul them off their foot a couple of times in a row, but not being hit on pitches back-to-back nights in the exact same spot.
Well, let's watch how his push-off, because he said that was affecting him when he was in L.A. He hopes it does it today now that he's been through it a little bit. But, you know, that back leg is what he pushes off of.
Yeah.
And he tries, and I don't want to say cheat, but he tries to get going a little bit earlier now from this side of the plate, Arch. And that back leg is a big part of that.
Well, maybe they'll bring in a left-hander next, and they'll give him a better chance.
They don't get a front.
Let him bind.
They don't get a front.
Don't think like that.
Well, that pitch was zeroing in on that lower half. He backed out of the way quickly. Payoff pitch coming up.
Well, we show you, though. See where that back foot is? It's close to the line, and he bends that knee, and it goes towards the plate when he gets ready to hit.
Center field, right at Pete Crow Armstrong, and the side is retired. No score through 2 in Cleveland. No score as we go to the third inning. Bottom third of the Cubs order due up for Chicago. Joey Cantillo has struck out 3 through the first 2 innings. He's been very efficient. Only 22 pitches through the first 2 innings today. He needed 40 pitches to get through the first 2 innings in Seattle.
He was struggling to find the strike zone. He was going to a lot of deep counts, 5-6 pitches per batter, but it helped with Nico Hoerner leading off the game, first pitch out.
Yeah.
He got out of that first inning quickly.
Opening day always filled with festivities, including the ceremonial first pitch. That's always a tremendous honor. Layla Edwards, member of the U.S. Women's Olympic gold medal hockey team, threw out the ceremonial first pitch today, and she's downstairs now with Andre Knott.
She is downstairs with Andre Knott. Layla, first of all, congratulations. You guys got to feel this, man. I don't know if you guys have ever held a gold medal. This thing is heavy.
It is heavy. My neck has been hurting lately.
Is that why it's in your back pocket? You're not holding it?
Exactly. Someone else can hold it.
Yes. All right, well, I love holding it, and I will. First of all, congratulations on all that you were able to accomplish. What was it like throwing out a first pitch to Austin Hedges?
Well, I mean, that's probably top 5 coolest things I've ever done. just looking around opening day, it was packed, the standing ovation, and then obviously Austin Hedges is a really cool guy too.
He is a very cool guy. I gotta ask, how does a black female that grew up in Cleveland Heights end up on a hockey rink?
My mixed dad. Yep. He played growing up and got me into it as soon as I could walk.
Wow, all right, so you said top 5 moments thrown out of first pitch. I was just watching the Olympics a couple months ago, and I saw you score a goal in an Olympic game. What is that feeling like? And just when you started playing hockey to get to this point, just how cool was it? And did you have a moment during that to take it all in?
It feels incredible. I mean, obviously I dreamt my whole life of going to the Olympics, and then to get there and be able to score, it was rewarding for sure. I put a lot into the sport, so yeah.
All right, so now that you've won an Olympic medal, and you're still young, so I'm sure you could go back in 4 years. For people that don't know, where does hockey go now for you, and what do you do now that you've gotten through the Olympics?
Great question. So I'm graduating college now, and then there's a PWHL team, a new professional women's hockey league, and I'm going to enter the draft and go from there.
All right, I know as we were going through the Olympics, and you and I talked off the air, everybody puts in front, first African-American female to do that. Where's your stance upon how people look upon you and saying that you were the first?
Yeah, I think it's a great honor, but really I just want to be that representation and that role model for young girls, and more specifically young girls of color, and honestly anyone trying to get into hockey. It's an awesome sport, and if you love something, you belong.
I agree. If you guys keep messing with me, I'm bringing Layla down there.
Well, I want to see how tall she is.
She's
physically imposing. She's got to tower over you.
She towers over me. She's going to tower over you, too.
Right on.
Andre's sitting on a pillow now.
They said I'm sitting on a pillow. Leave me alone. Maybe I am. All right, I got to ask this. Cleveland Heights aspect. Everybody knows about the Kelseys. Can you clean up how and what happened so we have the story right? Because Jason or Travis helped some people, some family members make it, right?
Yeah, Travis made a very generous donation to our family's GoFundMe to travel to Italy. But so obviously a great guy, very generous of him, awesome. But Jason is a very good guy too. I got to actually meet him over there at the Olympics, and he took time to talk to some of my teammates that were fans and hang out with us. So just as equally as a really cool gesture by them, and I'm really thankful for that family.
Layla, we appreciate what you do, what you represent. That jersey looks good on you, man.
Got it.
Is this going to be a giveaway? We need this giveaway, boys.
That looks nice.
This is just yours.
I'm keeping this.
That is sweet.
Nice try.
As the young kids say, Andre, that's tight.
That's tight. Layla, we appreciate it. You're the best.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks to Layla. Congratulations to her and the women's hockey team. What a great Olympics, and there were some thrilling moments provided by those young ladies. I tell you, I don't know what just happened there, Rick, but Jose was going back on it. It appeared that Gabby Arias called him off, and then he let the ball drop.
Yeah, you know what? It sounded like it because he took away, and usually shortstop would be the aggressor and making that play, and he just backed off, and lack of communication. We haven't seen that here. They've been playing great defense.
Yeah.
There he goes. He was timing him.
Throw to third, and it's not in time. Stolen base for Armstrong. That's his third.
Yeah, they have 8 as a team right now, and he was timing him up the pitch before, and he went, and he got him to go back, but that time it's easier to steal off a lefty going to third.
Infield in, 1 ball, 2 strike count, and he hits it hard and fair over the bag at third, and the Cubs take the lead 1-0. So the miscommunication costs Cantillo a run here in the third, and it's an RBI double for Miguel Amaya.
Yeah, you're going to see this ball right down the line. And they had the infield in, so it gets by Jose. Not being able to cut that ball off. He'll go into second. Amaya will. Now here we go. Now Jose's going back, and now here comes the shortstop. See, he was waiting for Jose to take it, and Jose peeled off. So I don't know if anything was said there or not. I would imagine no. I mean, they're both upset. They'll both talk about it once they get in off the field. But it did cost him a run, and hopefully he can get out of this with no more.
And what's ridiculous about that play is that it scored a hit.
Yeah, I mean, it's an error, but I mean, nobody touched it. It's a communication error is what it is. but that goes down as a hit and a run. So see if he can get out of it here.
Bounced in there, 2 balls and a strike. Nico Hoerner, top of the order. This guy, since the start of last year, has batted .363 with runners in scoring position. That's 3rd best in the majors. And now Cantillo's behind him 3-1, so not exactly an ideal matchup.
Well, you get these guys. There's 4 guys in this game in the top 7 with putting the contact rate percentage in. Hoerner is one of them. Kwan's up there 2nd. Hoerner is 3rd. Bregman is 4th, and Ramirez is 7th.
First walk issued by Cantillo, and now the Cubs have 2 on with only 1 out. And Alex Bregman coming to the plate. Bregman struck out on a changeup his first time up.
And Bregman is one of those guys. See if he can get him to hit a ground ball, though. Get him out front and roll over on it. Get a double play ball. They had one earlier. That was a line drive off the bat of Michael Bush that Kyle Manzardo made a nice play with.
Well, we talked about how efficient Cantillo had been. He made 22 pitches through the first 2 innings. He's made 20 pitches in this inning alone now.
Because of a mistake. That'll do it.
Bregman takes a strike.
I mean, let's look at it and see. Let's see. Arias is coming over here. Jose's back. He might have been able to catch it, but he peels off because he thinks he's going to take it, and he's just looking at it. But someone's got to catch it. The ball's got to be caught, and I'm thinking the shortstop.
The 2-2. Man, ring him up. Curveball. Got him looking. Bregman could not pull the trigger. 5th strikeout for Cantillo.
All right, nice job to come back and locked him up. And it comes down into the zone. He didn't think it was going to come down that good, but he had a good curveball in his last start, and there you'll see it is a strike. And he's just going to walk back to the dugout now. A really good chance to get out of it.
Ian Happ struck out his first time up on a high fastball. And Cantillo goes right at him with a heater for strike 1. After a brief rain shower early in the game, the sun is out now. It's just absolutely ideal. Wind is probably going to help the ball in the air to right and right center field. Might knock it down on a ball high in the air to left. It was pretty breezy when I got here today, walking across the Gateway Plaza. There were things blowing every which direction.
Oh, it looks beautiful now.
2 on, 2 out. And Cantillo with a 1-2 pitch. Got him.
Attaboy.
Boy, another devastating changeup from Cantillo. He strikes out 3 Cubs here in the 3rd. They get a gift run to take the 1-0 lead. Cleveland Guardians baseball brought to you by Levin Furniture and Mattress, your mattress headquarters. And by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Down the Cuyahoga River on opening day in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. And as we go to the bottom of the third, Cleveland finds themselves down 1-0. Daniel Schneemann will lead it off. Colin Ray, he came on for Cade Horton, who left with what the Cubs are telling us was right forearm discomfort.
Well, maybe he got out of there quickly enough when he felt something in there, you know, sort of like what Bobby did with his shoulder.
Bounce to second base. Nico Horner will flip it over to first. One away. And that will bring up Gabriel Arias. Arias 2 hits on the year. One of those hits was a no doubt about it home run to straightaway center field on Wednesday in Los Angeles. And he takes a fastball for a strike. That was close, but just missed, and it's 1-1. And he went fishing for one way out of the strike zone.
The pitch he hit out of the ballpark was a breaking ball.
Yeah.
You know, that he hit, and he hit it high and deep. But he's a guy, on that breaking ball, normally he likes to shoot it to right center, and he's going to take a walk back.
First strikeout for Colin Ray. 2 down here in the third, and we're now from Levin Furniture and Mattress.
Where can you get the guaranteed lowest prices on the top mattress brands for life? Only one place, Levin.
And that brings up Brian Rocchio.
To me, that's a pitch when you're coming up for the first time. You don't want to swing at a first pitch curveball. You don't have a big book on this guy, so as a hitter, you just want to see where it goes. If he hits the zone, okay, you're 0-1 anyway. But when you go up there, you should be thinking, all right, let me see get a good fastball. If I don't get it, I'll take it and get a look at what his curveball does.
Two balls and a strike. Hit on the ground, and a diving stop by Swanson. His throw, not in time. He gets away from the first baseman, Michael Bush. And Rocchio with a 2-out infield single.
I'll tell you what, he had to really hustle to get there. Swanson made a beautiful dive. I didn't think he was going to have a chance to get him because Rocchio was running very hard. But he made a throw. It was a little off target, but that's going to be an infield single. He couldn't stay on the bag. Bush could not. So a 2-out single, first hit of the ball game for the Guardians.
Stephen Kwan fly to left his first time up. Rocchio takes off, and Kwan yanks it foul into the Cubs dugout. Rocchio took about 3 different hop starts.
Yeah.
And eventually he got the one he liked and took off.
Yeah, he held the ball on him. And you know, you can do that as a pitcher if you get in there and the hitter's in the box. If you start early enough before that 8 seconds, you can hold the ball and make that base run. You know, he doesn't know what he's going to do, but you're right. He did take 3 different hops.
Quan tried to hold up, but he chased it in the dirt. 2 strikeouts for Colin Ray. 1-0 Cubs through 3.
There's still time to purchase 26 season ticket memberships. They start with just 20 games and they feature the best seats at the best and lowest prices. Members also get access to exclusive events, pre-sales, a flexible exchange policy, and more. Purchase your plan online at cleguardians.com/season tickets.
Carson Kelly will lead it off for the Cubs here in the 4th inning. Kelly was originally drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals way back in 2012, 2nd-round pick. And there was a thought in the Cardinals organization that he would grow into being the heir apparent to Yadi Molina behind the plate. Ball to deep right field. Martinez tracks it down for out number 1. The problem was Molina didn't want to retire. Yeah. So eventually they traded him to Arizona as the part of the package for Paul Goldschmidt.
That's not a good catcher to be behind, you know, because they never go. They last so long. It's like being behind a Johnny Bench or something.
Hey, someday
like
when this guy retires, you're going to take over.
I'll tell you what.
You may be retired.
Never get an opportunity to play. You just fill in on some tough pitchers and day games.
Michael Busch lined into a double play in the 2nd inning. Hit it hard, but hit it right at Kyle Manzardo.
Joey's been good. He's had 8 now 0-2, 1-2 counts. Getting ahead of the hitters. He's only had 1 2-0 count. And he's been averaging like 5 pitches per batter he's faced this year, so it's much better.
Left field, Quan
got a guy there.
2 down. Injury report brought to you by the attorneys at Elk and Elk. And Seiya Suzuki with a right knee sprain on the injured list for Chicago last year. Look at that, 32 and 100.
Yeah, he had a nice year for them. Very nice. We played them. We were in Chicago last year around July 3rd, early July.
He was impressive last year, but I know that some people on the Cubs side is a little frustrated because that injury happened, Arch, during the World Baseball Classic.
Did it really?
On a slide during the World Baseball Classic is when that injury happened.
it happens every time they play it. I mean, there's guys that come out of it, and a lot of guys that have played in that, so they say they keep track of it. Off to slow starts.
Yeah, I've been watching. I haven't said anything yet, but there's some names out there that haven't started well. The other thing is that, you know, they feel like they got lucky. They thought he was going to be out longer than what he is. It's going to be a half-year injury when it first happened to his leg.
But you never know, you know, until he comes back and see how the rest of the year goes. Doesn't mean he's going to come back and be ready to roll like he did last year.
I think as long as he mixes in some reps in the batting cage with the samurai sword again, he'll be good. Remember that last year? They were going to play in Tokyo against the Dodgers.
That was
and they
so
had video of him taking swings with the samurai sword. He cut the baseball in half.
In half.
Get out.
Yes, it was awesome film. But you know what, Matt? As we laugh about that, he was huge in the middle of their lineup. And you may be right.
Yeah.
Because of the guys they have, they may be able to play him and DH him and not put him in the field much, but they need him in the middle of that lineup.
Yeah, you take pressure when you can hit the home run. He can go the other way and hit it out any part of the ballpark. Yeah, it makes everybody else around him better.
2-2. In the air, right field. Martinez makes the catch. 1-2-3 go the Cubs on 3 fly ball outs. Halfway through the 4th. Chicago 1, Cleveland 0. Hyundai in the driver's seat. Chase DeLauder, first player in franchise history to homer in each of his first 3 regular season games. And he had 4 of them total. Great bat speed, but also has a pretty good idea of the strike zone. Hit hard into right field.
Country roads.
And he also is not going to get many cheapies. That was 106 off the bat. Most of the balls that he hits, Rick, are over 100 miles an hour.
He's a big man. And I'll tell you what, he stays back on the baseball. That ball middle in, and it was up. You're going to find out he can catch up to that. He hit that 1 homer to left field in extra innings. That was not a strike away. It was 97.
But 93 up, and to be able to pull it like that, Arch, tells you how quick and strong he is.
He is. He's very, very strong, very quick.
Now Jose Ramirez takes the curveball in for a strike, fouled out to deep right field his first time up. Back foot. He did not offer at it. 1-1.
See if they can get another hit here and get something rolling. Some base runners.
Chase
went that
one
time, yeah. He couldn't lay off that second one. They went back down and in there, and you can see how out front he is, and he tried to get it going. That bat just followed.
Backed him up with a fastball.
He's not throwing much out over the plate. He's trying to stay in, and if you miss, you better miss inside, because he can hit anything inside.
DeLauder draws a throw, and it was low over to Michael Bush. Colin Ray's 2-2, and
nice.
Just served into left field for a base hit.
That's what we needed. That's a beautiful two-strike hit. He got a nice low breaking ball after he was pitching him all inside, and he just serves it to left. Look at that, ball's off the plate, going down and away. Looked like a little changeup or a breaking ball. He just takes it the other way. Now you got the start to an inning. First and second, nobody out. Now you got some action on the bases.
And the freshly shorn Kyle Manzardo steps in.
So you got
his
a
first time up.
Nice haircut on the off day.
Back out of play.
Arch baseball players are very easy to read.
You think?
When he walked in today, I looked at me and I go, "Why?" And he goes, "You know why I cut my hair." I go, "Okay, see you at 4 o'clock."
Got to try something different.
He looks good though.
Called a strike.
You guys,
and it's 0-2.
Tell me if this is special to you guys. I think what the Cubs have up the middle, we don't see a lot. Swanson and Horner have been together. This is their 4th year together, the Keystone combination. You just don't see guys stick up the middle that long together, and you can see it in how they turn double plays at times.
Well, I'll tell you what, and what they have behind them, Crow Armstrong, is not a bad little center fielder either.
They're strong up the middle, aren't they?
They're very strong.
But like, I feel like players move so much that you don't see 2 guys up the middle stay together for 3+ seasons anymore.
Yeah, it's fun watching tandems that work together.
In off the plate. Manzardo tracked that one all the way. He saw that was a ball out of the hand. Never really had a chance. Able to spit on it, and it's 1-2.
He's trying to stay inside of these guys, but you got to look away, and you can take them the other way. Would be a good idea when you get to 2 strikes like that. Stay down. Don't try and hook anything when you get to 2 strikes. Put a short swing, tighten it up, and take what is given. There you go. He's going change up away. Off the dish. Same thing he did to Ramirez.
Yeah.
And you see how Jose got the hit. You got to take him that way. That was a good job to foul that pitch off, though.
Lays off the high fastball.
Yes, threw him a high fastball away. Still 2-2. He's working him. He may be trying to set him up to go back inside for something. He'd like to get him to roll over. And look, he's looking for a ground ball. There it is.
Slider down and in, strikes him out. 3rd K for Colin Ray.
He tightened this little slider up and kept it on the inside and tied him up a little bit.
Bo Naylor. He bounced into a double play. First batter that Colin Ray faced when he came on for the injured Cade Horton in the 2nd inning. Two 2-0. Borderline pitch, called a strike. It's 2-1. The Guardians have not had much luck when it comes to the ABS challenge system here in the early going. Now, this is the 8th game of the year.
Right.
But Stephen Vogt said, look, I don't want to take it away from guys. I want them to be aggressive. I want them to learn. He goes, sometimes if you get it wrong, that's not a bad thing because you're taking in information constantly. The 2-2.
Yeah, you can't stop. I mean, be shy about it. If you really think that it's a ball, you can go ahead and challenge. That's how you learn.
Yeah, we've got a long way to go on this system. And I was listening this morning at different things, and I was laughing to myself like, we're already making decisions upon this after a week of baseball.
Well, you know how it goes.
I know, but we got months to go to figure this thing out.
2 on, 1 out, 2-2 pitch to Bo, and a step off by Ray.
So you're saying you could be patient with that, huh?
I'm learning from you, man.
You got to be patient about everything.
You got, especially in this game. You know, I had somebody ask me, anybody you're worried about hitting? I go, they played 7 games.
Right.
Like, I go, let's get 30, 40 games and we can talk.
Down and in, he missed, full count. And the other point Stephen Vogt was making about the ABS is we're still learning. We're still trying to figure out, like, when is the best time? When do you hold one? When do you keep one in your pocket? Payoff pitch, and he struck him out. Down and in, he went back to the slider, the same pitch he struck out Manzardo on.
Yeah, I'm not sure he went after a strike. I thought it might have been a little, yeah, that was ball 4. He could have been on.
And Matt, to go off of what you're saying, I think Art said it when we were in LA the other day. You don't want to be in guys' heads, but it would be nice to save one for the 8th or 9th inning if you could, right?
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, the right count, right situation. You got to know that as a hitter. That's good. Now they're going to have to program that into their head now, is what they're going to have to do. It's like anything you do defensively out in the field. If you got a lead, you're not going to try, you know, you're going to stay conservative, hit your cutoff man, keep double plays alive and things like that. You're going to have to think about that too when you get in the strike zone before you challenge. The right time.
The 0-1.
He's got to have some good spin because these guys are not picking up. That's
back-to-back singles by DeLauder and Ramirez, and then back-to-back strikeouts. And now Ray's 1 strike away from getting out of this mess.
He's one veteran that is not giving in. He's going and he's just changing places, changing speeds.
So a promising start fizzles in a hurry. 1-0 Chicago through 4. And a look in from the Defy wire cam on this gorgeous opening day in Cleveland. Sellout crowd. There were a few raindrops early, but boy, it's been warm and sunny. So far, though, the Guardians have been held in check 3 hits for each team. And the Cubs a gift run in the 3rd, courtesy of a miscommunication on a drop pop-up behind 3rd base.
Yeah, Joey Cantillo has been very good. 40 of his 60 pitches have been strikes. Now 41 of 61.
Fastball ran in off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. One hopper to second baseman Brian Rocchio. And Matt Shaw is retired, 1 down. Last year, Seiya Suzuki, I mentioned this, he was taking batting practice with a samurai sword. Look at him just slicing those balls in half.
That's beautiful.
Like it's nothing.
Hey, wow. You showed me doing that. You can do it. Look, that's unbelievable, isn't it?
That really is.
That tells you how sharp those things are. And how about the hand-eye coordination you have to do that?
He wasn't over swinging, was he?
No, he was not.
That'll teach. I wonder how heavy that is.
It's got to be heavy.
Matt, we should have
never. It weighs more than the bat.
Matt, we should have never let Arch see that. You know what he's going to be doing in the offseason.
I'm going to be doing that in my hotel room on the road.
Oh, no. We can't let you travel with one of those.
Well, the Guardians, as we know, have from the medieval times, they've got the helmet. But there's also a sword that goes with it.
That's right. Someone did buy that.
Yeah. I don't know if that sword, I don't think that's the kind of sword that was sharp enough to cut a baseball in half.
I don't think the manager wants to have it.
We can take it and have it sharpened. Listen to Andre laugh.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, that was a feeble swing right there. Had him fooled. Once he started, and he's an aggressive guy. You don't have to throw him a lot of strikes. You know, he likes to chase. He likes to hit.
Well, Arch, that's
he's going to have to reel it in.
That's the next step for him, though, right?
Yeah,
I said
sure
they had him at the top of the lineup, and they had him in the cleanup spot. He's got great power. He can run.
Yes.
But teams took advantage of that in the second half last year, and something he's going to have to change.
Yes, he's going to have to work on that. A better eye and getting into counts better. Wow, that's a pretty good pitch.
It's tapping my head.
Well, you would, but I'm thinking maybe Bo, maybe he should have if he thought it was a strike.
That's the pitch that Bo's been burned on twice, though.
Okay.
He's challenged 2 like that where he thought it was a strike. And so it's not that he's second-guessing himself, but
that wasn't the right situation to try it.
And I think, again, he's taking in information. If that's not a strike, and he's seen it a few times, now he's probably going to say to himself, all right, I'm not going to challenge
It's
that.
only a 1-2 count, so, yes, I'm not going to – questionable. You don't want to lose one right there. I understand. You're right. The information's going.
Yeah. 2 down for Miguel Amaya. This 27-year-old played 28 games last year, but in those 28 games, he had 13 extra base hits. So he certainly made a mark, opened some eyes. Off the end of the bat, and Stephen Kwan will make the catch. 8 straight retired by Joey Cantillo. Halfway through, Cubs 1, Guardians nothing.
Well, this opening weekend series with the Cubs will continue tomorrow and Sunday, and great seats are still available for both games. Get your tickets at CLEGuardians.com.
Daniel Schneemann leading off for the Guardians here in the bottom of the fifth. Takes a curveball for a strike. Grounded out. His only time up. In the air, deep center. Crow Armstrong on the run. It's over his head. Hits the base of the wall. He plays it well. His throw is a good one. But Schneemann beats it with a head-first dive into second base. That's his fourth double on the year. He leads the club in that category. And the Guardians get their leadoff man aboard and into scoring position.
I like the way his swing is going this year. He's working the alleys, both left center to right center. He had that double hustle double in LA the other night where he went out of the box, gets himself in scoring position. And he knows right off the bat he's got to keep going. It fell, it got to the wall. He's got some pretty good pop working in the alleys now.
Gabriel Arias takes a pitch down low. He was called out on strikes his first time up. Hobie Milner getting ready in the Cubs bullpen as Colin Ray delivers inside for ball one, or ball two rather.
He came in with nobody out in the second inning. Promptly got a double play, got out of that inning. He's pitched well. They had an opportunity first and second, nobody out. Couldn't take advantage of it, but there's you want to take advantage of. Get him over, get him in.
Ooh. That was nowhere close on a 2-0 count.
You don't try to pull the ball. You should be going to the right side, or at least consciously trying to.
Two balls, two strikes. And now a full count.
He swung at two of them out there. He figured I'm going to throw it out there again.
Here's the payoff pitch. And throw to second. They thought maybe Schneemann was itching to go.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Just keep him close. Keep him honest out there at second base. A little closer. He's going to make one more pitch. He's hoping to get this out without movement.
And he just missed with it. Ball four, and the first two are aboard for Cleveland here in the fifth.
Well, he did a nice job of laying off. He put that ball right in the middle of the plate, but he knew it was going to cut out of the zone, and it was patience to lay off by Arias. He swung at two out of the zone, but he didn't go for the third one. So now you've got first and second and nobody out.
Second inning in a row. The Guardians have set the table. Ryan Rocchio, an infield single his first time up. He squares, he bunts. Bregman, bare hand grab, he'll go to first, and the sacrifice puts two in scoring position now for Stephen Kwan.
Yeah, now they'll go to the bullpen and get the lefty, I would think. But a nice job of sacrificing there by Brian Rocchio. He bunted it and made the third baseman field it. They get the out, and here comes the skip. Good job.
Cade Horton, the starter, lasted just 17 pitches before he left with right forearm discomfort. Colin Ray goes 57 pitches into the fifth inning. Now he departs, and Hobie Milner is coming on when we come back.
Save on Guardians tickets with new double play perks. Purchase tickets to win 2 games in a single transaction. You'll get a 15% discount off your second game. Blackout dates apply. Learn more and get your tickets today at CLEGuardians.com.
Left-hander Hobie Milner. He's a little funky, gives you that sidearm delivery from the left side.
Yeah, he doesn't like to throw his four-seamer much. Very little. He's more sinker, changeup, and a sweeper. Comes out of the chute there with a four-seamer.
Popped him up on the infield. 2 down. StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. Chase DeLauder. 4 home runs in his first 3 games. We talked about the one that went the opposite way. That was a high-octane fastball off the closer, Andres Munoz, and he boomed it the other way.
Sure did.
2 in scoring position for Chase. A single to the right side of the infield is last time up. Line drive and a base hit left field. Tying run scores. Here comes Arias with the go-ahead run. He is out at the plate. 5 in the books from Progressive Field. Chase DeLauder's 1-out RBI single, or rather 2-out RBI single, ties it up as he gets Schneemann home easily. Arias tagged out at the plate to end the inning. 1-1 through 5 in Cleveland.
It's an AL Central matchup when the Guardians take on the Royals in a 3-game series. That'll start Monday through Wednesday. You can get your tickets today at CLEGuardians.com.
Well, it's a 1-1 game as we head to the 6th inning. Sellout crowd here on opening day in Cleveland. Cubs got a gift run in the 3rd. Guardians tying it in the 5th, had a chance to take the lead, but a good throw to the plate cut down Arias to end the inning. When your third base coach, Ruthless Odor, in that situation with 2 outs, the risk reward for sending him is, how do you balance that when you know you got Jose Ramirez coming up next?
Well, with 2 outs as a base runner, you got to think, I've got to score on a base hit anyway. That's going to be in your mind. And he did have a good jump, and that's why he sent him. When he sees that his guy gets a jump off the bag, I'm going to send him. I'm going to make him make a good throw. Why not? But I mean, he knows that Jose's on deck. But you know, that's, to me, there's, hey, the guy made a good throw, and you got him at home plate. There's nothing you can do about it. You try and get that. The only time these guys, you know, get noticed is when somebody gets thrown out. But you know, they're out there every day, every inning. If your base runner gives you a good jump and he gets a good lead, I'll tell you what, just watch the jump he gets on this base hit. Boom, here you go. He was off and running. He put his head down. You've got to send him there. You got to force the outfielder, especially early in the year, to make a good throw. He was trying to go to the inside part of the plate. That throw was offline a little bit, but he ended up throwing him out. So, okay, tip your cap. But you got a tie game now.
Right back come the Cubs. They get a leadoff walk. Second time Nico Hoerner has walked today. It's the only batter in the Cubs lineup that has walked against Joey Cantillo.
Arch, I agree with everything you said on that, and I know you're big on outfielders not throwing as well early.
Yeah.
But that guy out there is very much like Stephen Kwan, a 4-time Gold Glove Award winner.
Okay.
You know, you still got. I still
cap.
say you still got to force it.
Yeah. Hey, he made a good throw. Hey, we haven't been, you know, getting a whole lot of hits when you get that situation, you know, and you just got to, sometimes you got to send him, and that was the case. I agree with him.
There is Ian Happ. Made a good strong throw. Alex Bregman, the batter. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Boy, he's had Bregman's number today, hasn't he?
He struck him out with a changeup in the first. He struck him out with a curveball when he froze him his last time up.
Yeah.
And so, interestingly enough, the curveball he just threw previously and came right back with the changeup off of that.
That's he's been very tough on Bregman.
Runner goes 2-2, and it's in the hole into center field. Rocchio vacated all the way to third goes Hoerner, and Bregman has the Cubs set up to regain the lead now.
Well, that's a pretty good idea. Let's go hit and run. And he got a good jump, and then you're going to see that. Let's hit behind the runner. Rocchio was covering. He goes to second. That wide open hole there, and you first and third. And when a hit and run play like that works, it looks beautiful, doesn't it? It looks so easy. But as a hitter, all you need to do is hit a ground ball. For the most part, you don't have to swing hard. They executed that very nice. So now they've got first and third, and now Carroll's going to come out and have a talk to Cantillo, see if he could use a punch out or get that ground ball double play.
While they talk it over, we'll get a word now from Cleveland Clinic.
When you make complexities your specialties, you redefine what's possible. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
All of this has happened in the span of 8 pitches. I'm sorry, 5 pitches. Ian Happ. Yeah, that's up high. Matt Festa ready in the bullpen. Right-handed hitting Carson Kelly on deck. This could be it for Cantillo. High pop, shallow left.
This is perfect. He's not going to get in. That's a good pitch. Can't tag up on that. Nicely done. Got him to pull the ball and hit it off the end of the bat. We're an easy out now. He's coming out, but it was a job well done.
Cantillo goes 5 1/3 innings here today. He allowed 4 hits, struck out 4, walked 2. He'll depart with 2 men on base. The Cleveland Clinic call to the bullpen made from Matt Festa. Guardians outfielder Stephen Kwan has won 4 consecutive Gold Gloves in left field.
Yeah, first 4 seasons. How about that? Ichiro and Arenado. Oh, they only have 10.
Well, I think what it tells you though is if you're that good right out of the chute, now you've got the reputation.
Yes.
I'm not saying that it's just a layup. You're going to automatically win it every year, but now people are aware of you and they're, you know.
Well, they know he's the best left fielder in the game, in my opinion. But you know, this year he's playing more some center field, so it could be different for him. But it doesn't matter.
This might be playable. Let's see. Jose over near the railing. Yes, 2 down. Matt Festa with a huge second out as Carson Kelly fouls out. And now he's 1 pitch from getting out of trouble.
Get over to that railing. He knows he's there. He's got room. Didn't have to reach in. Beautiful.
Michael Busch is the batter, 0 for 2. Matt Festa making his 3rd appearance on the year. Just outside. Another pop-up. Again, it's Jose in foul ground.
He's got it.
How do you like that? Pulling the rabbit out of the hat. Matt Festa gets 2 monster outs. And we stay tied at 1 midway through the 6th. Joey Cantillo pitched into the 6th inning. Cubs had 1st and 3rd, nobody out. He got a weak pop-up to shallow left, and then Matt Festa came in and got back-to-back pop-ups to Jose Ramirez in foul ground. Isn't that something? Cubs had a golden opportunity, and they hit 3 balls almost in the same spot.
That was beautiful. Yes. Good work. What a way to pitch around it.
Kobe Milner delivers, and Jose sends one to center. And Pete Crow Armstrong backs up to grab it. And on progressive defensive plays of the game.
There you go. That nice little look like a changeup out over the plate to Kwani. And then he hung a breaking ball. He got this one to stay in play. And another one. And it happened quickly. So now that fires you up.
Kyle Manzardo lifts one in the air to center field. Again, PCA makes the catch 2 down.
Batting for the Guardians, the catcher, Bo Naylor.
And up comes Bo Naylor, 0 for 2. Rounded into a double play in the second, struck out with 2 on the fourth. Base hit into right field for Bo.
There you go, a little sidearm. He slings it up over there, and he's ready for it. He left it up a little bit, and Bo took advantage of it and found the hole between first and second.
All right, we've talked about the new rule where the base coaches have to be. Look at where Rugi's at now. He's a little bit more in because we have a hitter, but when Jose was up, he turned and looked at me. He goes, with this type of pitcher and a right-handed hitter, he goes, they're going to pull the ball. This is not
there he goes.
He's moving back now.
Yeah.
And a routine roller to short. Side is retired. 6 in the books, 1-1.
Well, CGC, Cleveland Guardians Charities, first 50-50 raffle of the year runs now through Wednesday at midnight. With a guaranteed $50,000 jackpot, you can purchase more tickets before Sunday for special early bird pricing and prizes. One lucky winner will take home half the prize. You can get your raffle tickets at CLEGuardians5050.com.
1-1 our score as we go to the 7th inning. New pitcher for the Guardians is Connor Brogdon. And the lanky right-hander faces Dansby Swanson, who swings at the first pitch and pops it up.
Well, that
Cubs are in pop-up mode.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, that makes it 11 outs now on 3 pitches or less for Cleveland pitching.
3 straight foul outs by Cubs hitters.
Batting for Chicago, the right fielder,
Brogdon listed at 6'6", 205. Began his career with the Phillies. He's also spent time with the Dodgers and the Angels. Fastball in there for strike 1 to Matt Shaw, who is 0 for 2. Chased one that time. 0-2 the count. Center field, going back Schneemann. On the run. He makes the catch! He leaped in the air and hung on! Daniel Schneemann just put the hammer down and said, I've got to go get it. He risked life and limb and hung on.
Yeah, what a beautiful play. He gets a good jump. You see, he's off to the races. He takes a peek to see where the wall is. He jumps up, catches the ball, and goes into that gate right there. Beautiful catch right at the end of the glove with a second out. That makes Brogdon happy, absolutely.
And Pete Crow Armstrong takes a pitch down low. Crow Armstrong, Gold Glove winner in center field. Rocked. Foul.
Well, I'll say it was rocked.
The 2-1. Crow Armstrong won the Gold Glove last year in center field. And the last Cubs center fielder to win a Gold Glove was 1988. And I forgot that he ever played center field. The Hawk, Andre Dawson.
Well, he's normally a right field.
Right? I think of him being a corner guy.
Yes, he was.
According to the Cubs notes.
He had a cannon, too.
Wasn't 88 the year they put the lights into at Wrigley?
88 or 89, yeah.
Payoff pitch. And that's going to slice out of play.
Hey, guys, you think the Dodgers were sick of seeing Guardians pitching?
Yeah.
They went out to Washington. Last time I checked, they already got 13 runs.
Yeah, they had 5 different guys homering earlier. I don't know if they added to it.
It's the 13-6 final. They end up winning against Washington, but I think that says even more about Guardians pitching when you see what they did when they didn't see the red hats of the Guardians.
He's putting together a pretty good at-bat here. Falling off a lot of pitches.
Back out of play.
Well, you can see 3 straight changeups and some, what's it, 4 or 5 fastballs.
In the air left field. Kwan moving over. He will make the catch. And the Cubs go 1, 2, 3. So Connor Brogdon with a great play from Daniel Schneemann gets some help here in the 7th. And it's a 1-1 game as we have reached the 7th inning stretch on an absolutely picture-perfect opening day here in Cleveland. And eventually we're going to have the playing of the 7th inning stretch and God Bless America. And for that, we turn it over now to John Lampley, who did a tremendous job playing the national anthem prior to today's game.
7th inning stretch. Take it away.
Well, Daniel Schneemann is going to lead off for the Guardians here in the 7th. He has been Mr. Two-bagger.
Yeah, he has. He's using the middle part of the field from left center to right field. And here he was today getting in the second. He did it over there in L.A. where he hustled double to get a run. He stole third and they threw it, and he makes a beautiful running catch right there. That was really nice. Hopefully he didn't hurt anything of that hand going into that fence. It looked like he might have on the fingers. We're going to tell he's able to swing, but that was timed beautifully. So he's doing a great job. He's swinging it as good as anybody now. There you get a look at the two base hitters leading the league. Hunter Harvey, the new pitcher. He has the fastball splitter and a slider.
Yeah, we saw him in Kansas City.
Yes.
Yeah, he went to Kansas City, was formerly with Washington. Guys, isn't he, to me, it's like well, all the bullpens are going, especially with the better teams. Getting guys that were in the back end of people's bullpen that you can now use in the 7th and 8th inning.
Right. Well, he's had the good splitter. Had a good arm.
Schneemann in the air to center. Pico Armstrong makes the catch. A word from Wayside Furniture.
In the market for furniture? Check out Wayside Furniture's massive selection across their 3-building campus in Akron.
Gabriel Arias has struck out and walked. That's outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Arias. Back out of play.
This has been pretty much a typical Chicago-Cleveland game. You know, the way we've been playing them the last few years. Close games.
Right field, low hit. Shaw back. He's out of room. It's out of here. Gabriel Arias gives Cleveland a 2-1 lead on his second home run in as many games.
Now that's the swing you see him, and it's effortlessly. And this ball jumps off his bat. And that had some carry to it into the seats to give him a 2-1 lead. This is a, check it out, a nice swing. Stayed on it. And they know he loves to go that way when he's locked in. So back-to-back games he is homered in.
And the Knights of the Round Table have struck here in the 7th. Brian Rocchio will challenge. He thought it was low.
The previous pitch was called a strike. The batter has challenged.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. And it is a strike.
The pitch was a strike. Cleveland has one challenge remaining.
That's the first challenge we've had in this game.
Yeah, and to me, that's where a 1-0 count, you really don't need to challenge it right there. Even if it's a strike. Well, you got 2 left.
Take a look at the Gabriel Arias home run again. It's a breaking ball, and he stayed on it and shot it the other way.
Yeah, I mean, now that wasn't an overswing, but the carry on it. You can see how excited those boys get in the dugout when he.
It's a full count for Rocchio, who singled in the 3rd, laid down a sacrifice bunt in the 5th. And the payoff pitch fouled right back. And a big chopper to second. Nico Horner will throw him up 2 down.
When you go the other way, you've got to watch that ball let it track deeper into the plate. You'll see those yellow pitches there. Those are the ones that are going to be opposite field, because it gets into the plate and you just stay right there, and that ball gets deep to the zone, and that's where you go to right field. When you're going to pull a ball, you're going to get it out in front. If it's a fastball, you're going to have to cheat on it a little bit more. But if it's a breaking ball and you hang it, that's how you turn on them. So that was just a good swing, letting it get right to home plate.
In this, the 8th game of the year, the Guardians have not scored more than 3 runs in any inning except the 7th, where they have scored 7 times. Their most productive inning. They've outscored their opponents now 7-1 in the 7th inning.
Lucky number 7.
Stephen Kwan 0 for 3 on the afternoon. You talked about how these two teams have played each other in a number of close games. If you look at the sum of their history, excluding the World Series, which was also, it came down to Game 7, They played 39 regular season games. Cleveland has won 20. Cubs have won 19.
Yeah, I mean, they're
here in Cleveland, the Guardians are 11-9. In Chicago, the Cubs are 11-8 against. You know what I mean? So yeah,
it's it. They play good, solid, good close ball games.
If we ever get to a point where we see radical realignment, wouldn't be a stretch to see the Cubs and the Guardians in the same division someday. Who knows?
Very well could.
Down low, ball 4. Only the third walk issued by Cubs pitching. They're going to bring out a visit from the pitching coach right here, Tommy Hitobi. Right now, the Guardians would love to add to the lead. They took the advantage on the Gabi Arias home run here in the 7th. Chase DeLauder coming up. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI.
And I like your idea of being in the same division as the Cubs. My question, if I made you the commissioner, who else would be in our division?
I'm not going that far. I just, hey, one step at a time.
One step, right?
I'm just thinking regionally and the way they play, as Rick said, you know.
It would be great.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me.
Pittsburgh would be the other team that I would throw on there. We've discussed that before when we talk about.
I mean, if you're going to realign and you're going to go radical, then just throw all the old rules out the window and just go ahead and radically realign. But that's for another day.
I'll wait for you two. Next time we go on the road, we'll have a discussion on that.
You got it. Bring your sword.
I will.
You know, there's a nice place in St. Louis. If you don't mind buying, we'll lay out the plan for you.
I'm okay. We'll be at Shannon's in a heartbeat. We've been there before. Let's do it again.
I like how you boys are talking.
The 1-0. DeLauder lifts it out of play left side. And a 1-1 backed him up. Outside, 3 balls and a strike. Don't know if Quan has gotten between the ears of Hunter Harvey, but he's certainly aware of him.
Yeah, well, right there in that 2-1 count, you're going to let him swing the bat, keep the hole for him between first and second, where he got his hit earlier.
Quan's been active over there, Rick. I don't recall seeing base runners hop as much as we've seen. There's a ball hit well, deep right field. Goodbye. The legend continues.
That's exactly what they wanted to see.
Chase DeLauder, 5 home runs, 8 runs batted in already in his his brilliant rookie season.
Boy, look how nice and tight that swing was, and he knew it as soon as it left the bat.
Because he just saw a replay of his home run, and after he came around to celebrate at home plate, he almost took out Stephen Kwan.
He knocked his helmet off, yeah. Kwan shaking his head saying, my goodness, he's strong.
Jose Ramirez takes a strike.
Watch this. Boom. He's a little bit taller than Steven. I think he got a shoulder in the face.
It's like running into a tight end.
My goodness.
Look, you've been around this game so long. You've seen a lot of guys burst onto the scene, and you've seen a lot of guys flame out really fast. Chase he seems to have this certain aura about him that he's able to kind of process it and handle it and not allow it to affect him. I mean, if I was him at that age with so much coming at you, it would be hard to kind of not get a big head and start strutting around, but he's really got a pretty good perspective.
He's got a great perspective. The key is keeping him healthy. That's going to be the thing, because we just love to see him play for a full year and see what could possibly be.
I think that's also why
I love that little short swing he's got, man. As big as he is.
I think that's why he has also endeared himself to his teammates, because for all the success he's had in a short amount of time, they're all cheering for him just as much.
Right. Yes, they are. Boy, he's a difference maker. We needed a guy that's a legitimate home run hitter.
That's it. That at bat right there is Jose Ramirez in a nutshell. He fought off pitches. He yanked pitches deep down the line. He flirted with a home run. And how does he get a hit? He just goes down, fights one off, shoots it into center field, and then takes advantage of the defense.
Doesn't stop running. He thought about stopping, but he said, nope, I'm going. That's why he has over 400 doubles right there.
But also, the pressure made Crow Armstrong drop the ball. Like when he saw him running, he started fumbling the ball, and he put pressure upon him.
They did charge an error to Crow Armstrong.
Okay.
I didn't see him bobble it initially.
Right.
I didn't either.
Because Jose put the pressure on him. To me, it shouldn't be an error. Because watch him. He looked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching Jose run. I didn't see him bobble it, but that's okay.
It's a double in my book, Arch.
I'm going to keep it that way. I'll just add an error to it.
Gold Glove center fielder out there.
We got one of our own up there with you.
Anzardo chased one down and in.
You just love the hustle. That's all there is to it. That 7th inning, there's another 3 spot for you.
Yeah, 2 more. So 9-1. The second baseman Horner, he bobbled it but held on to make the play and retire the side. A couple of home runs for the Guards here in the 7th. Gabby Arias goes deep to start it. Chase DeLauder sends this place into a frenzy. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Cleveland Guardians and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Cleveland Guardians. Isn't it awesome when opening day falls on spring break?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, Hadley Murphy and Mom Leah skipping out. Enjoying a beautiful day at the ballpark while Dad is presumably working.
Where's Dad? I missed him.
I don't have all the answers. Moises Ballesteros leading off for Chicago here in the 8th inning against Sean Armstrong. Ballesteros. Can you hear the name and not think Sevy?
No.
You can't,
no,
right?
No, exactly.
Sevy Ballesteros,
the previous
for those
pitch
of you
was called a strike.
who don't know,
challenge.
legendary golfer back in the 70s, early 80s maybe.
The pitch was the ball. Chicago has 2 challenges remaining.
Ballesteros challenges and wins. He's a catcher slash DH. He's listed at 5'8" and $195.
Well,
compact.
Our camera doesn't do much work good. he's stocky. He'd be a good target behind the plate.
Andre, how much do you weigh? Well, don't answer that. Do you think that's an accurate weight description?
5 years ago.
That's when you sign.
Yeah.
They never change it.
I don't blame him. He can swing the bat. That's all that matters.
That's bingo.
So, yeah, when we did all the ABS remeasurements, it just was height. They didn't mess with the weight.
No.
Swing and a miss. Armstrong pumps it by him and strikes out by Esteros, 1 down. Bet365 scoreboard. Let's check out some of the action earlier today, especially in the Central Division. Tigers shut out the Redbirds. White Sox in extras over the Blue Jays. Rays lead the Twins, and the Brewers, they're red hot early.
Yes, they are. I think the Tigers had their new lefty on the mound today.
Yeah, they did. Right? They sure did.
Nico Horner. Uniform numbers is a big deal for players. You get to the big leagues, you get your first number. That's your number. It becomes very personal. Almost becomes like an identity, an alternate identity. For Nico Horner, he's been with the Cubs a long time. He's number 2. Alex Bregman signs in the offseason. He's been number 2. And you know why he's number 2? Because he was the second pick in the draft. Right. But Bregman, being the good veteran that he is, he wasn't going to try to upstage Horner or offer him money or anything of that nature. So he took number 3. 21 different players have worn number 3 in Cubs history. No one has worn it longer than 3 seasons.
Wow.
Well, you better tell him that then.
I think he's going to be all right.
I think he'll be the guy that probably holds it for the longest of anybody in Cubs history.
He very well could.
See, Arch, I'd take that as my man Alex Bregman didn't want to spend the cash. He'd rather keep the cash in his pocket.
Well, he's got enough of it, so that's fine.
And the fans,
sometimes it doesn't matter when you change sceneries. When you came up and he had it in Houston, that was done for a reason, and you got to understand that. He's been around long enough now. He probably, hey, I don't care. Just give me a uniform. It's not the number that's going to do it. I mean, some guys would love it. It'd be tough if you're somebody like you, Andre. You'd have a necklace and everything with your number and rings.
You got a jewelry or a tattoo.
I knew that's where you were going, and your shoes and everything like that.
Coordinate, Arch.
Yes, I know you would have to do that.
Into center field, Schneemann makes the catch. The Cubs go 1-2-3. Sean Armstrong mows them down here in the 8th. 4-1 Guardians.
Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From the official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the whole season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Guardians.
And Bo Naylor leads off the home half of the 8th. Jacob Webb got the final out of the 7th. He'll stay on to pitch the 8th for Chicago. And that one's in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. No 1-1. By the way, to finish the thought on numbers, Alex Bregman, who's now wearing number 3 for the Cubs, and I told you that 21 different players have worn number 3 in the Cubs history. As that ball squibbed out in front of the plate, and that's out number 1. Kai Kyler is the guy's name who wore that number the longest in Cubs history. 4 seasons.
4 years.
From 1932 to 1935. What's interesting about it is 2 things. 1, his first name was Hazen. So how do you get Kai? Because his last name's Kyler, and so when he's an infielder and he would go out to catch pop-ups, they'd call him off by saying Kai. And he'd get out of the way, and so it just became Kai Kyler. So Kai Kyler, though, played 18 years. He's in the Hall of Fame. Lifetime batting average of .321. He had an 8-year stretch where he averaged 110 runs scored per season.
Nice.
4 times led the league in stolen bases. But in 1932, that's the first year the Cubs had uniform numbers. So he was the first guy to ever wear number 3. And back then, you think about the Yankees, you batted whatever batter you were in the order, that was your number. So he was a 3-hitter. Batted 3rd. He got number 3.
Well, he's in the Hall of Fame. He made it famous.
Fouled back.
Kai Kyler.
And you wore 28, but you gave up 28 for Bert Blyleven when he came to Cleveland.
Yeah, it didn't matter. You know, it did not matter. And I wore 20 for a while.
And that's what I think is really cool, because Frank Robinson also wore number 20.
Yeah, well, he had it, so there's no chance I ever could get it.
You didn't have it tattooed, you just got the license plate.
And then going to Milwaukee, I had the same thing. I wanted to get 20 over there, and I got 28 because Don Sutton was there, and it's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And I said, Don, thank you very much.
People, man.
It doesn't matter. Don't I always?
Get a different number.
Don't I always?
Yeah, I love when I get a text or call from you, because it's not your face. It's a Hall of Famer, though.
Don Sutton, Frank Robinson, and Bert Blyleven. 3 Hall of Famers. So you're in pretty good company with the numbers.
I hung out with them, but I can't get into their club, man.
I'm trying. We'll get you a suit coat. Don't worry about it.
I hung out with the right ones, though.
We'll get a picture put up of you right above our booth.
Yeah, we got to get one
up there. Get a picture of you, man.
No, we all go together.
Yeah, all right. We're a team.
It's got to be 3 of us. Speaking of number 3, we'll go with 3 of us. The 3 Stooges. Curly, Larry, and Mo.
I'm not asking which one is Mo.
And I'm going to get Bardo to make this for us.
Daniel Schneemann fouls the pitch back out of play. Schneemann 1 out of 3. He doubled and scored in the 5th. He has 4 doubles on the young season to lead the club. He's among the league leaders.
Art, you mentioned when he hit the double, he's got that up the middle frame going really well.
Yes, he does.
Just explain to people why that has him on the ball so well.
Well, he's staying closed. He's letting the ball track a little bit deeper in him. And, you know, he's not trying to do too much. I remember when he first came up, he liked to shoot after that first fastball. But he's learned a little bit to stay back. He's very balanced right now. And he's not trying to pull everything. He's actually targeting left center field.
I was going to say, when he told me, he said, Mom, you know, it's left center is what I'm looking at. And I know, he goes, when I'm driving the ball to left center, that means my weight is exactly where I need to be.
Yeah, he's balanced. He is balanced. And I'll tell you what, your bat's a little quicker through the zone. And if they slow it down on you, you may pull it into right center. But he's staying on the pitches away.
Matt, you said something earlier. I can't remember who was on the base paths. It was Quan. They're a little bit more jumpy now, and you see Angel kind of doing the same thing, and we've seen Rocchio do it back in spring training.
Well, someone's got to be teaching that over here.
Absolutely.
Because you see Rocchio does it all the time. He goes out there and they just start jumping like.
Used to be you get your lead and you sit.
Right. Yeah, but you know the guys change now. In New York,
Cincinnati, they're all kind of doing that hop now.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that are doing that.
Had him leaning, picked him off. He was itching to go, and just as he made that slight move towards second, that's when Webb wheeled over and picked him off.
Well, that's what happens. Well, he didn't take the jump step, but he was going. He wanted to go, but he got picked.
And Schneemann just didn't get a piece of it.
Yeah, Webb's got a good changeup, but you see, that's what. If you can foul off pitches like that, that's a good pitch he just made. Instead of swinging through it, and you maybe try to pull it a little bit, you're so much better. You live for more at bats, you'll get more hits.
Well, I always go back to, Stephen Kwan learned it from Jose Ramirez. If you're on the fastball and you think fastball up the middle and just stay up the middle with the fastball, they make a mistake with the breaking ball, you're going to be sped up and hit it to the pull side.
Right.
Good pitching by Webb. He gets out of trouble here in the 8th. After walking Angel Martinez, he picked him off and strikes out Schneemann. Cade Smith will try to close it out next. Ninth inning, 4-1 Guardians lead it. Cade Smith will have the 3, 4, 5 hitters due up for Chicago. 5th appearance already this year for Cade Smith. Cade and Sean Armstrong now have both appeared in 5 games for the Guardians. Eric Sabrowski right behind him. He's pitched in 4 games.
Yeah, it started out though in that trip where the starters weren't giving them as many innings, and then we finished that trip very well where Parker Messick went 6 innings, the big rig went 7, so it helped him out a little bit, and then you had the off days we were coming home.
And Bybee pitched great and would have pitched deeper, but he was coming off the shoulder just a moment to make sure.
Exactly, they're just being precautious. That's it.
Top foul. Ian Happ, who was 0 for 3 here this afternoon. tomorrow night, the series continues. You can see that game on your local Fox affiliate. Slade Ciccone will pitch for the Guardians, and then we'll be back with you Sunday afternoon to wrap up the series. Parker Messick will be on the hill. And then Kansas City will come to town for a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday series. First taste of divisional play. Outside, he missed 2-2. Cade Smith eyes the payoff pitch. He challenged him.
He sure did. You come right down. Let's go. He didn't mess around. Let's go. He said. Nice.
Ring him up. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. He'll challenge the call.
Yeah, they've got two left, so why not?
The batter has challenged.
That looked like a good pitch to me.
The pitch was a strike. Chicago has one remaining count.
So Ian Happ rung up for out number one.
He just come in and locked him up. They wanted it up, and he goes down and in. And I mean, perfect pitch. So with two left, you might as well challenge it. Would have been on first base. He's not. It was a strike, so one out.
Carson Kelly 1 for 3. Takes a fastball strike. Right back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Kelly upset with himself. He had a pitch to hit and he fouled it straight back, and he knew that was one I should have hit, and you foul it back. But when you're the big man, Smith, with the breaking or the splitter or the slider or that fastball, you think you're going to get it, but it's tough to center.
Right side of the infield and through.
Bat.
And it will bring up Michael Busch.
Batting for the Cubs, number 29, Michael.
Just take it to right. There you go. Take your base hit. That's a good at bat for a righty against Smith right there.
And Carson Kelly. He's aboard with 1 out. And that brings up Michael Busch. In there. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 down.
See the splitter right here. Look at that. Almost comes out like a knuckleball. And I mean, and just watch that thing dive down. Boy, that's an unbelievable. After he just painted down and in with a 97-mile-an-hour heater.
Now Dansby Swanson 0 for 3. The only run of this game was for Chicago was a tainted run in the 3rd inning. A little pop-up behind third. Arias and Ramirez kind of thought the other one was going to catch it. Neither one of them did. And that was it. That's the only run. Yeah. I mean, the Guardians pitching has been outstanding. Joey Cantillo, Matt Festa, Connor Brogdon, Sean Armstrong, now Cade Smith, powered by Chase DeLauder on offense. And the Cubs are down to their last strike. 36,396. His sellout crowd up on its feet. And the 1-2 pitch. Book it. You only get one opening day.
Don't think it could be any better, huh?
And this was, I mean, for these fans especially, you wait all winter long, isn't it? It was a brutal winter here in Northeast Ohio. And so to be rewarded at least for one day.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it was. It was a great day. It was warm. It's sunny. It had a couple of sprinkles early, and then it left the area. But that was a great way to start your first game of the year at home.
Guardians in the 7th inning with 3 runs. A home run by Gabriel Arias gave him the lead, and then a 2-run home run by Chase DeLauder put it out of reach as they win it going away by a final score of 4-1. Connor Brogdon gets the win for Cleveland out of the bullpen. He's 2-0. And Cade Smith notches his 2nd save of the year as the Guardians go to 5-3. Stay atop the Central Division standings. Cubs fall to 3-4. In the NL Central, they're chasing Milwaukee. Brewers off to a fast start, 5-1. And now we'll send it downstairs to Andre Knott.
Thank you, guys. Chase, I know you've been waiting on this moment, and we all talked about hearing that walk-up song and this crowd reacting to it. Just tell us what it is like emotionally to have that moment.
Yeah, man. I mean, it brings chills, you know? Like, hearing it a couple months ago in October was unreal. I mean, so I knew coming into this year that was going to be it.
You know, your teammates just walk by and I hear guys saying this guy is unreal. What is keeping you on that baseline and just staying normal and not letting all this take over you?
Just taking it day by day, man. I mean, easier said than done for sure, but I mean, we're trying to play winning baseball, man. And as long as we can focus on that, everything takes care of itself.
The home runs are huge, and they're huge for this team right now. But I watched you and Hosey in between innings talking about reading pitchers and reading, trying to steal bases. How important is it a guy like Jose on your side talking through things like that with you?
Yeah, man. I mean, that's a guy that can do it all for a long time. I mean, it's a perfect guy to learn from, and having him behind me is a good feeling.
All right, so what's it like hitting your first home run here at Progressive Field and hearing this crowd go nuts?
Oh, it's great. I mean, look at this place today. This place was packed out. The fans did an unbelievable job and came away with a win.
You did an unbelievable job. Everybody give it up for Chase DeLauder.
Chase DeLauder, the legend, continues to grow. He's now homered 5 times in the team's first 8 games of this season, which just happens to be his rookie season. Travis Hafner hit 6 homers through the first 8 games back in 06.
Yes, I mean, we know the names there. I mean, you go back to even Kenny Keltner. We had his name up on the board when we were in Seattle.
I remember Sandy's magical year, 97.
97 was, you're right, a magic year there. Juan Gonzalez, when he first came over here, he had it. And this kid's going to be something special, boy. I mean, it's a treat, and the crowd's going to love him because that's what they need, a legitimate power hitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like he says, I'm sitting behind Quan, and I've got Jose behind me, 2 all-stars. Let's go. I mean, it could be a treat.
Yeah. guards ball is still a thing, but it might be shifting a little bit.
Well, that's good because you need a little pop.
Another dimension to guards ball.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Stay tuned. Guardians postgame is coming up next. Al Pawlowski, Chris Jimenez will take you home. We'll see you back here on Sunday afternoon for the series finale.